Hi everyone. So this is my self-assessment speech. My name is Yakoimi. Um, I'm gonna talk to you today about one of the chapters in the books that really stood out to me and one of the speeches that went along with that chapter. So the chapter that really stood out to me was chapter 13, which was about persuasion. The reason that this chapter stood out to me was because I was most passionate about my persuasive speech because I felt most comfortable with it. It's because I have given persuasive speeches before, not on Zoom, but it was something that I felt more comfortable with than any of the other speeches. One of the key takeaways that I got from chapter 13 that I incorporated into my speech was the idea of acknowledging that people will have different views than you and that they may not agree with what you're trying to persuade them to. You have to acknowledge that they have those concerns, and you have to be able to have rebuttals um, to prove your point. I learned that this was called a two-tailed argument, which is a persuasive technique in which a speaker brings up a counter-argument to their own topic and then directly refutes the claim. I really tried to do that with my speech, and I feel like I did a good job. I was able to bring up two different um, counter arguments against my topic, and then I was able to refute them. Another idea that I got from chapter 13 that I really um, liked and used in my persuasive speech was the idea of using um, ethos, pathos, and logos, um, but specifically pathos. So, pathos is the use of emotions such as anger, joy, hate, desire for community, and love to persuade the audience of the rightness of a proposition argument based on emotion. So, when I was giving my speech, I really tried to appeal to people's emotions. Um, and I even showed some pictures to try to appeal to people's emotions. And my proposition, um, which I actually have right here, was people who suffer from borderline personality disorder should not be able to maintain custody of any child. And what I had said was, would you be okay with your child living with someone who is so unstable that one minute they can be happy and then the next minute raging? So that was to hopefully, use their emotions to get them to see the argument that we were putting out there. Some other things that I wish or that I would like to grow more in my public speaking skills is my use of filler words. I do say a lot, so that is one thing that I'm trying to work on. I also am trying to work on direct eye contact because that is something that is hard for me because I'm nervous. Um, Even no matter how much I practice and things, those are just certain things that are hard for me. But I feel like overall in this class, I've gotten really good at being able to get my message across, and I feel like that's because of my use of the outlines and everything I have learned. So, um, thank you. I appreciate everything that we have learned in this class.